Our sixth session, our sixth night of Bhagwat Katha. Our program would have started, my dear brothers and sisters, and at this moment we have Pandit Nishal from the west coast of Paris. That's the son of Pandit Mizir, the late Pandit Mizir, and he will be making his contribution. And after we would have listened to Pandit Nishal, we have our Mataji, my dear Didi Radhaji, and our Pidaji from Little Abari Mandir and we're gonna let's see. In the meanwhile, our Balaji is singing. We're going to be looking for someone else to sing after him, so please get yourself ready.
Praise Lord Shri Govinda Bhagwat Ki Jai. My brothers and sisters, it is a pleasure to be here tonight in this Srimad Bhagwat Mahapuran Yagna on the sixth session of this divine satsang. As usual, whenever we do Srimad Bhagwat Mahapuran Katha, we must do Govardhan Puja. And it is my desire to sing this very old bhajan. My late father used to sing whenever he read Yagna in the old mandir. So please join with me in this very beautiful and soothing bhajan dedicated to Govardhan Bhagavan. Govardhan Puja Chare Vrachanari, Govardhan Puja Chare Vrachanari.
Thank you very much, Lord Panditji. My dear ones, we have also with us Pandit Ramesh Ji, and we're going to call Pandit Ramesh from Fort Ordnance to make his contribution. एक जग सारा तन मन की शुद्ध बिसरे सन्मुख भोले नाथ गिरे एक जग सारा देख रही है पार्वती की पायल की है तन मन की बिगड़ शुद्ध बिसरे सन्मुख भोले नाथ हरे भोले नाथ एक जग सारा देख रही है पार्वती की पार्वती है मन की बिगड़ शुद्ध बिसरे सन्मुख भोले नाथ भोले नाथ Thank you very much, Padre Dronishli. My dear ones, we've come to that time where we're all now going to focus our attention on our Vyas, and we will all now listen attentively to the words of Bhagwat. For the past 5 nights, we would have had some very beautiful katha. Some very beautiful kathas that were extracted from the Srimad Bhagavatam. And I'm certain, my dear brothers and sisters, that tonight will be no exception. At this moment, our Vyas is eagerly awaiting to address all of us. You see the smile on his face. And I looked at him last night, and when he were doing Bhagwan Krishna's katha, and he was doing Radha Mata katha, he was smiling, and you can literally see he dancing on his asana. He was enjoying what he was telling all of us. So, you're looking for the same energy. I know you will have the same energy, and more, you will add more to it. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I'll now hand the microphone over to our Vyas for tonight's katha. Bole Shri Vyas Maharaj ki.
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Saraswati Mata ki jai. Shri Guru Charan Kamlabhyo Namaha. Let us all join in saying Swaha as we make oblations to Agni Devata. Ekadantaya vidmahi Vakratundaya dhimahi Tanno danti prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Mahalakshmi vidmahi Sarvashakti dhimahi Tanno Devi prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Hamsa Hamsaya vidmahi Paramahamsaya dhimahi Tanno Hamsa prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Katyayanaya vidmahi Kanyakumari dhimahi Tanno Durge prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha. Tatpurushaya विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रो प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा। अंजनीजाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमन्ता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा। नारायण विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा। देवकी नन्दनाय विद्महे श्रीकृष्णाय धीमहि देवकी नन्दनाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो कृष्ण प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ अग्निमिले पुरोहितां यज्ञस्य देवमित्रजं होतारं रत्नदातमा अग्निदेवाय नमो नमः। प्रेम से बोलो अग्नि भगवान की जय। We bow down before Bhagwan Shri Ganesh. To that Lord, Surya Koti Samaprabha, who shines as illustrious as thousands and thousands of suns. Again and again, we petition you to remove all the hurdles from our lives. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. To the Divine Mother Saraswati Maa, tu स्वर की देवी है संगीत तुझसे. The swar, the melody of every song, every syllable, every shabda that we say, it is through the blessings of Saraswati Maa. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me to Adi Shakti Ma, Durga Ma. She represents Shakti, energy. May she energize all of us this evening. Sarvamangalmangalye Shive Sarvarthasadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. We surrender to Bhagwan Shiva, who is Mahadeva, the foremost amongst the Devatas, who is Jatadhara, the one who has that Jata, those matted locks on his forehead. To that divine Lord, we bow again and again. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendraharam Saravasantam Hridayadavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya. Aaj Shanivar hai. Today is Saturday, and we petition Shri Hanumanji, that Lord who bestows bal, strength, who is the storehouse of power. May He always allow us to be victorious within our lives as we group our voices together in the Shri Hanuman Chalisa. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijavana Mukhur Sudhari Barano Raghupar Vimal Jaso Jodayak Phal Jari Bodhheen Tanu Jaan Ke Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harhu Kalesh Vikar. Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapi Sati Hu Lok Ujagar Ram Dut Atulat Bal Dhama Anjali Putra Pawan Sutanama Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi Sumat Nivar Sumat Ke Sangi Kanchan Varan Viraj Suvesa Kadar Kundal Kunchit Kesha Hath Vajra Dhwaja Viraj Kaade Mooj Jane Ursaj Shankar Suvan Kesari Nandan Tej Pratap Mahajagvandan Vidyavan Guni Ati Satur Ram Kaj Karive Ko Atur Prabhu Charit Sunive Ko Rasiya Ram Lakhan Sita Man Pasiya Sukshma Roop Dhari Siya Dikhawa Vikat Roop Dhari Lanka Chalawa Bhima Roop Dhari Asura Sakare Ramchandra Ke Kaaj Saware Gaye Sajeevan Lakhan Jiyaye Shri Raghuveer Harsh Udgaye Raghupati Ki Bahut Badhaye Tum Mama Priya Bharat Sam Bhai Sabat Badan Tumharo Yash Gaave Has Kari Shripati Kant Lagave Sarkarik Brahmaji Gunisa Narad Sarad Sajja Harisa लिंग पाल कहाते कभी गोविंद कई सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना राम मिलाए राज पद दीना तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु दीर्घोताहि मधुर पद जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मृग मुख माहि जल दिलांग गए अचर सुनाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत आज्ञा बिन पैसारे तब तक लगे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक हो को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आए महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नामे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे कोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों युग करताप तुम्हारा जय पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असबर वीर जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे माता सदा रहो रघुपति के नाथा तुम्हारे वचन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाए जहाँ धर्म हरि भक्त कहाए और देवता चित्र धरे हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे निधे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जो शतबार पाठ कर कोई चूतहि बंदी महासुख होई जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा कोई सिद्धिदा की गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा कहि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महाधेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महाधेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महाधेरा पवनतनय संकट हरणं मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसौ सुरभूप पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सिया बजु रामचंद्र की जय। And we bow down at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, who has the beautiful peacock feathers adorned in his mukut, in his crown. To that Lord who captivates the hearts of the devotees, we all group our voices together as we recite his sacred mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He Krishna नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा एक मात स्वामी सखा हमारी एक मात स्वामी सखा हमारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा बंदी के तुम अवतारे कहीं जन्म कहीं पार मुरारी बंदी के तुम अवतारे कहीं जन्म कहीं पार मुरारी किसी के जाए किसी के आए है अद्भुत हर बात की आए गोकुल में चमके मथुरा के तारे गोकुल के चमके मथुरा के तारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा कृष्ण प्रेम से बोलो वृंदावन divine souls, respected pundits, mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters, Jai Shri Krishna. This Saturday evening, we are all the fortunate ones who were able to come to Mandir tonight to listen to the glories of the Srimad Bhagwat Mahapuran. I would like to commend our Yagna, Uncle Puran, and Auntie Nadira, not only for hosting this yajna, but for engaging in so many works of charity. What is most notable about the series of yajnas that this family has performed and have been doing over these years is that they are doing this selflessly. It is not only for the benefit of this family, but it is for all of us, the wider community. And not only those of us who have been coming to this yajna year after year, but also for the thousands of people who were able to join satsang through the medium of social media. And we're also able to benefit from the messages that have been emanating from the Sri Ramakrishna Mandir in Kanji, Burmese. This is what seva, selfless service, is all about. It is an example for each one of us. We should do our part as well for the upliftment and promotion of Sanatana Dharma. Not only has this family taken on this Herculean task of performing these yajnas, but they have been very instrumental in constructing the new phase of this mandir, starting with our Shivalaya that has been consecrated a few years ago on Mahashivratri, to the construction of the mandir that we are seated in right now. This mandir is their vision, their dream come through. Giving is the basis of charity. We receive so many blessings each day. We receive the warmth from the sunlight. We receive the rain from the heavens. We receive the fruit and the vegetables from the earth, the oxygen from the air that we breathe. These are all vital, indispensable gifts that Bhagwan affords us each and every day that contributes to our well-being and survival on this planet. In return, what must we do? We must express our gratitude by giving back. Chapter 3, verse 11 of Bhagavad Gita beautifully describes. शरणागत के कृपाल हरि, शरणागत के कृपाल हरि, कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवम हरि, कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवम हरि, शरणागत के कृपाल हरि, शरणागत के कृपाल हरि, कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवम हरि, कृष्ण दामोदरम वासुदेवम हरि। देवान् भावायता तेना, ते देवा भावायुवा, परस्परं भावयन्ता, श्रिया परमवाप्यता। all the resources of the earth. But if we do not give back and show appreciation for it, then we are being greedy. We show appreciation by giving back. And this family, Uncle Puran and Auntie Nadira, they are complying with this sentiment by taking a portion of their savings over the years and using it in the name of Sanatan Dharma. So we can all learn the scriptures, we can learn about Bhagwan, and above all, we can learn how to love Him. We can build our relationship with Him. Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. Service to humanity is service to God. Charity is as simple as providing water for someone who is thirsty, offering a meal to someone who is hungry. Charity can also be verbally. You can provide words of comfort and consolation to someone who is going through a difficult time. You can offer advice and encouragement. Anything that reduces another person's pain, that is charity. In the Ramayana, Sri Raman asked a question: what is the greatest religion in the world? And Tulsidas Ji, he beautifully writes, each follower of their respective religion would proclaim that their religion is the best. But this is not what Sri Ram is talking about. He places emphasis on Parahita, Sarita Dharma Nahi Bhai. Parahit is the act of giving back to others. Sri Ram says the greatest religion in the world is being a good person. Be helpful, be kind, be caring, be thoughtful. When we talk of giving back to others, there are different ways of giving. And Shri Krishna conveys in the Bhagwat Gita to Arjuna the different ways of giving gifts in chapter 17. Datavyam iti yaddanam diyate uttakarine deshe kale cha patre cha taddanam satvikam smritam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Krishna, he outlines 3 ways of doing things. Almost anything that we can do, it can fall into one of these 3 categories. And they are Sattvic, Rajasic, and tamasic. For example, we're performing Hawan Yagna, and it's time to fan the fire. The right way to do it, you take your right hand, you put your left hand, and you gently, you're fanning Agni Devata. You are fanning the fire. That is sattvic. That is the proper way. You're taking your time and you're doing it correctly. Now, Rajasic, you do something like this. You're just flailing your arms around and you don't even take the time. You're not taking the time to fan Agni Devata properly. You're doing it puhar. And then, finally, the last way is tamasic. You're thinking, when is puja going to finish? I'm hungry. And you don't even fan the fire at all. You're distracted by your thoughts. So these are the three ways. Sattvic, you're doing it properly. Rajasic, you do it, but you're not doing it the best that you can. And tamasic, you're not trying at all. So when you're giving gifts, sattvic way of giving a gift is with a pure heart. You don't have any expectation of getting something back in return. You're doing it out of duty, your kartavya. You think it's the right thing to do, so you do it. Rajasic, you give the gift, but then you're expecting that your name should be called. You're expecting that you should get some kind of recognition or praise from doing it. That is Rajasic. And finally, tamasic, you give the gift grudgingly. You didn't want to give the gift, but you feel pressured. Oh my God, I have to give this. And then sometimes you give the gift, and then you're regretting, I shouldn't have given that. I shouldn't have given so much. That is when you have these reservations, these doubts upon giving the gift. So when we should give in a sattvic manner, give with a pure heart, no expectations. You should give freely, happily. Tonight's overarching theme, it is the act of giving. And there is one name in the Srimad Bhagwatam that is synonymous with giving. A king with a very generous heart that believed in giving charity freely and unconditionally. His name is Raja Nrig. And we are taken to the 64th chapter of the 10th Askand. Shri Badarya Neru Vacha Ekado Pavanam Rajan Jagmur Yadu Kumaraka Vihartum Samba Pradyumna Charubhani Gadayada Kriditva Suchiram Tatra Vinchin Vadapi Pasitta Jalam Nirdute Gupe Tadrushu Tattvam Adbhutam. At this juncture in the Bhagavatam, Bhagwan Krishna, he is Dwarikanath. He is the king of Dwarika. Shri Krishna, he was a cow herder. He used to take care of the cows in Gokul. Then he became a king. Shri Ram, he lived in the forest as an ascetic for 14 years. And then he became a king. Bhagwan is demonstrating in these different roles that we are all equal in his eyes. And if we are equal in the eyes of Bhagwan, then we should see each other equally. The children of Dwarika, they are playing in the forest and they become thirsty. They find a well, but instead of finding water in the well, they see a gigantic creature. Charma Chaitantave Pase Bhadva Patitam Arbaka Nasha Nurnam Samudharitam Krishnaya Chakur Uchaka. They see a gigantic chameleon, a giant lizard in this well. And they feel so sorry for this lizard that it is trapped there. And they're trying their best to pull it out. but nothing is working. So these children, they go to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Tatra Gatyara Vindaksho Bhagavan Vishwabhavana Viksho Jahara Vamena Tam Karena Savilaya Sa Uttama Shloka Karma Bhishro Vihaya Satya Krikalasha Rupam Santapta Chamikar Charu Varna Swarga Adbhutana Karna Varasaka. And Bhagwan Krishna, that lotus-eyed Supreme Lord, the maintainer of the universe, he went to the well and he saw this lizard. With his left hand, he easily lifted the chameleon out of the well. When we have Bhagawan on our side, we can go forward with ease. When we have caring people around us, people supporting us, it means so much. Sometimes we do not need advice. Sometimes a person just needs a hand to hold, an ear to listen, a heart to understand them. And touched by the hands of the most compassionate Shri Krishna, the creature, it immediately changes its form from the lizard. It appeared as a Swargavasi, a most heavenly form. His complexion was beautifully colored like molten gold, and he was adorned with wonderful ornaments, clothed with malas, garlands around his neck. Shri Krishna, he transformed him with his touch. This transformation from a lizard to a divine being, it exemplifies that we need to transform ourselves for the better, to be more kind, more helpful, and we should try to touch the lives of others. Shri Krishna, he touches this lizard. We should try to touch the lives of other people to improve their state, just like this chameleon. His life was improved, and he turns into this divine being. And Shri Krishna, he asked, Kaun ho tum? Who are you? Of course, Bhagawan is Antaryami. He knows everything. But what the king is going to respond with will be very important. Nriga uvacha nriganama narendroham ikshvaku tanaya prabhu danish akya manesu yadite karanam arshvita. Raja Nrig, he speaks, I am the son of Ishvaku, Manu. I am the grandson of Brahmadev, showing that he comes from a great family of good lineage. And he's also demonstrated the importance of introductions. We should be proud of where we came from. We should be proud of our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors for the sacrifices they have made. Without them, we would not be here right now. In the Sri Ramcharitamanas, when Hanumanji, he asked Prabhu Sri Ram, who are you? This is the answer Sri Ram gave. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Kush Desh Dashrath ki jai, hum pe tu bachan mani ban aayi. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Naam Ram bachan lo bhai, Sanganari Sukumari Tuhari. Sanganari Sukumari Tuhari. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri We are the sons of Raja Dashrath, the Lord of Kosala of Ayodhya, and we have come to the forest in obedience to our father's command. We are two brothers, and our names are Ram and Lakshman. And we also had a very beautiful Kumari with us, and her name was Sita. But the very first thing Sri Ram said, we are the sons of Raja Dashrath. And the very first thing Raja Dring said, I am the son of Ikshvaku. And it shows they introduce themselves by who their parents are. And even in our communities today, we identify individuals by who their parents are. And this is where these customs come from. And Raja Ishvaku, he begins to tell his story. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Kim Nute Viritam Natha Sarva Bhutatma Sakshana Kalena Vyahatadrisho Vakshita Pita Yagyaya Yavatyasakata Bhumir Yavatyo Divitaraka Yavatyo Varshadharacha Tavatir Adanam Smaka. Raja Ishvaku, he said, I gave in charity as many cows as there are grains in the sand on earth. I gave as many cows as there were stars in the heavens, of drops of rain that came from the sky. And we see the giving nature of this king. He loved to give. He understood the benefit and blessings derived from giving a cow in charity. It is called Gaudan. The Garud Puran, it speaks about giving of the cow as a gift in one's lifetime. Every Hindu should try to give a cow as a gift to a worthy person. And the blessings of that gift, it will help that person's soul cross the Vaitarani river, that river that they will cross after they would pass away. Those of you who were here in previous years, they would have seen Gau Puja being performed and Gaudan being performed by his family. Why the cow? Because the cow is seen as a mother figure. We talked about the cow on Tuesday night when Raja Parikshit, he had that encounter with Prithvi, with Mother Earth in the form of the cow. And we discussed the importance of Gaumata, the resources she provides us with, Panchagavya. She gives us milk, she gives us doodh, she gives us dahi, which is curd, yogurt. She gives us ghee, and she gives us the two excrements, the two waste products, the gobar from the cow. Without the cow, we cannot perform our yagna. She feeds us, she nurtures us. And when you give the gift of a cow to a person in need who will take care of it and make use of it, that is a great blessing. The king did not just give one cow away. He said he gave as many grains of sand there are and stars in the sky. Of course, this is an exaggeration. There are millions of stars. There are billions of grains of sand. But the point that he is making is that he gave in abundance. He did not give away cows that were malnourished or old. He gave cows that were very healthy. He did not give the cows that no longer produced milk. He selected the best cows to give away. And if you are giving something to someone, give them the best. Do not select the worst to give in charity. Even when you go to Bhagwat, you go to the market and you see one bunch of bananas and they're selling for $100. And you see another bunch of bananas and they're selling for $400. The $100 bunch is looking kind of spoiled. There are flies all around it, it turned kind of brown, and it doesn't look too good. But the $400 bunch, they look very healthy, they look ripe, they're fit for consuming. So which one are you going to choose? The $400 one, it might be a little bit more, but you want to offer the best of Bhagwan. When you pray to him, you want to give him the best. If Bhagwan offered you a $1 million house or a $4 million house, which one are you going to choose? You're going to choose the $4 million house because you also want the best. So Bhagwan, he is not demanding the best from us, but to satisfy our hearts, we make that choice. When we make that offering, when we receive it back, it is prasad, meaning it is blessed. And when we consume it, we become blessed as well. This is why Raja Nrig, he gave away the best cows. He wanted the recipient of the gift to be happy. They can say, look, I got this beautiful cow from the king. It is strong, it is healthy, it produces milk. He was such a charitable person. And he continues, Kasya chitvecha mukyasya brasa gaurvamajoktane sampratiksha vedusasa chamaya dattadvijiyate tamyamanam tat swami drishtuvachamametitam mameti parigrayaha nrigome tatavaniti. He said he gave to those individuals who were most deserving, who were of good character, whose families would benefit from it. When we give dawn, we give charity. Give to people who will appreciate it, who will make use of what you are giving them. One day, a cow that was not the king's was wandering around, and it got mixed up with the cows that he was going to give away as gifts. This was a Brahmin's personal cow. And the king, he did not realize that this was not his cow, and he gave it to another Brahmin. The original owner of the cow, he is trying to reclaim the cow from the Brahmin who just received it. And the other Brahmin said, no, this is my cow. The king gave it to me. Both have rightful claims to the cow. And they go to the king, and the owner said, you stole this cow from me, and you gave it to this other Brahmin. And when the king hears this, he becomes distraught. He wants to settle the dispute, and he offers them both 1,00,000 cows, 100,000 cows, to fix this issue. The king, he knows he made an innocent mistake, and he genuinely wanted to fix it. And he begged both Brahmins to accept this reparation and forgive him. The owner of the cow, he said, O king, I refuse to accept your offer. I don't want anything from you. And he abruptly left. The second Brahmin said, even if you offer me 110,000 cows, I would not take it from you. And he leaves, and that cow is left right there. Both of them, they're angry, and they leave the cow alone. Eventually, some time passes. The king, he lives out his life, and then he passes away. Purvam tvam asubhamuncha utaho nripate subham natam danasya dharamasya pashelo kasya bhashvata. He dies, and he goes to the abode of Yamraj, who is the god of death. And he said, you have two options. Do you want to reap the fruits of your good actions first, or the consequences of your bad actions? When you go before Yamraj, he has all of your records. He has that sheet of good deeds and bad deeds. Every action has a consequence. This is the law of karma. You do good things, you reap good results. You do bad things, you reap bad results. And the king responds, Purvam deva subham bunja iti prahapate sa tavat adraksham atmanam krikalsham patam prabhu. The king, he also made mistakes, and this was one of his mistakes. And he responds, give me the bad first. And as he says that, he begins to fall, and he was transformed into this chameleon, this lizard. However, even as this lizard, he retained his memory from his past life, and he kept thinking about Sri Krishna. He had this longing, this desire to Sri Bhagwan Krishna, and although he is trapped in this body of this lizard, the results of his good deeds allowed him to remember Bhagwan. And he used that as an opportunity to pray. The poet of the bhajan beautifully describes, Darishanadu Ghanasham Mohi. Akiya Pyasi Re. O Shri Krishna, our eyes are so anxious to have your vision. Your light is kindled within the temple of my mind. Over and over, I desire to see you. Darshan do ghanasham nath more akiya pyasi re. Darshan do ghanasham nath more akiya pyasi re. Darshan do ghanasham मन मंदिर की डोली लगा दो घट घट बांधी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरे अखिया प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम मंदिर मंदिर मूरत तेरी फिर भी न देखे सूरत तेरी मंदिर मंदिर मूरत तेरी फिर भी न देखे सूरत तेरी मोरे अखियाँ प्यार तेरे दर्शन दो घनश्याम दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरे अखियाँ प्यार तेरे दर्शन दो घनश्याम दर्शन दो पानी पीकर प्यास बुझाओ. When I am thirsty, O Lord, I know my thirst can be quenched with water. But what can I do when my eyes become thirsty? Please, Lord, let me see you. Let my eyes see your beautiful image so it can quench its thirst. And Raja Andrik, he also gets this desire fulfilled when Bhagwan Krishna touches him and he becomes transformed. Now, this liberated king, he is in his celestial form and he concludes his story about why he was this lizard. He worships Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Jo Prabhu charan mein bandhan kiya kare. He touches his head to the feet of Krishna and he attains moksha. He attains liberation. He mounts a beautiful chariot and he ascends upwards to the heavens. His good deeds, it allowed him to be so blessed that Shri Krishna had to come to liberate him with his divine touch. Name Brahmadhanam bhuyat yad kritva payusanada parajita chutarajan bhavan udvejito haya. Bhagwan Krishna, he's teaching all of us that if you take someone else's property, you will be punished for it. And he is also teaching us we have to be careful when we give something in charity. You do not want to misappropriate someone else's property and give it away like how the king gave away another person's cow. A gift must be given following the rules and the norms. Then there are immense benefits. But when the rules are not followed and mistakes are made, there can be dire consequences. Only give away possessions that belongs to you. Give away what you have earned. Then you become blessed when it is your sweat and your earnings. Before you give, we must realize that what we have is not even ours. It belongs to Bhagwan. That is why the king gave away so much. He knew that the cows, the land, the wealth that he had, it was not permanently his. He only had it for a short period of time. One day he had to leave it behind. We have to leave behind all of this one day. If it was ours, we would take it with us when we die. The richest person in the world, he has to leave behind his wealth when he dies. The poorest person in the world, they leave behind nothing as well. The one who has a lot and the one who has nothing, they both leave empty-handed. That is why we should share and we should give away. We get more blessings that way. Use it productively. When you hoard it, you receive no blessing. Other people, they will come and they will squander it out. If they take it and they decide to spend it wisely in your name, perhaps some blessings will come. For example, your child takes your earnings and they build a mandir where people can come to worship, they can come to pray, they can come to sing the glories of God. Then you will get some benefit out of that because it was your money that was taken. But there is no guarantee that these things will be done after we pass on. That's why you should spend your wealth the way that you want to. before you leave. Your money, it can be taken, and they can buy a boat, they can buy a car, and they might even put your name on that license plate. But you're not enjoying it. There's no blessings coming from that. Other people will be enjoying. Charity, it's a must, but we have to do it in the sattvic manner. It liberates us from the physical world and gives us a special place in Bhagwan's heart. When he sees us helping others, we have to give. When we look around, all the agencies of Bhagwan, they are giving. The river gives us water. The cow gives us milk. The trees, they give us fruits. And the bhajan says, Tan, man, dhan, sabhe tera. Everything is yours. The body, the mind, the wealth, O Bhagwan. That's why Raat Din Main Teri Geeta Gata Rahu. That is why day and night we sing your praises. Tan man dhan sab hai tera, din tere kya hai mera. Tan man dhan sab hai tera, din tere kya hai mera. रात दिन मैं तेरी गीत गाता रहा, तन मन धन सब है मेरा, दिन तेरे क्या है मेरा। रात दिन मैं तेरी गीत गाता रहा, तन मन धन सब है मेरा। क्या है मेरा। क्या धरती क्या सूरज चंदा, क्या धरती क्या सूरज चंदा, जगमगाया का एक बंदा, जगमगाया का एक बंदा, जरूरीला तारा बंदा, जग चुरता तेरा, तन मन धन सब है तेरा, दिन तेरे क्या है मेरा। क्या है मेरा। रात दिन मैं तेरी गीत गाता रहा, तन मन धन सब है तेरा, दिन तेरी क्या है मेरा। क्या अपना और क्या बेगाना, क्या अपना और क्या बेगाना, जान है काहे धोखा खाना, जान है काहे धोखा खाना, जीवन है बस आना जाना, एक जोगी का है तेरा, गीत गाता रहा, तन मन धन सब है तेरा, दिन तेरे क्या है मेरा, तन मन धन सब है तेरा, दिन तेरे क्या है मेरा। रात दिन मैं तेरी गीत गाता रहा, we learned the importance of giving, how to give, in what manner we should give. And divine souls, I would like to examine one final Leela of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. In our scriptures, there are three prominent wedding celebrations. There is Parvati Mangal, the wedding of Mother Parvati and Bhagwan Shiva. There is Janaki Mangal, the wedding of Mother Sita and Sri Ram. And there is Rukmini Mangal, the wedding of Mother Rukmini to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Rukmini Devi, she is also a manifestation of Mother Lakshmi. Radharani, who we examined last evening, she is Vrindavaneshwari. She is the queen of Vrindavan. And Rukmini Devi, she is Dwarakeshwari. She is the queen of Dwaraka. Chapter 4, verse 11 of Bhagwat Gita beautifully reminds us, Ye yathamam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. Shri Krishna, he fulfills everyone's wishes in relation to how he is worshipped. Tvameva mata, you want God to appear as your mother? That is the form you will receive. We recognize the feminine energy is divine. Chapita tvameva, you want God to be your father? He will be your father. Tvameva bandhu, you want him to be your friend? He will be your friend. Jasakha tvameva, he will be your closest confidant. You can tell him anything. In Ram Avatar, Mother Sita, she had to spend so much of her life in the hardships of the forest. In Krishna Avatar, Mother Rukmini, she now gets to enjoy the luxuries of the palace. In Sri Ram's Avatar, Lakshmanji, he was the younger brother. Sheshanag, that snake that appears over the head of Lord Vishnu, he came as Lakshmanji, but he wanted to be the older brother in Krishna Avatar. Hence, the seventh child was Balaramji. Bhagwan, he fulfills the desires of his devotee. And Rukmini, she has a problem. Her Swayamvar, her wedding ceremony, it is quickly approaching, where she must choose her own bridegroom. And in her heart, she had already chosen the Lord of the universe. But her brother, Rukmi, he had other plans. He wanted his sister to marry his friend Shishupal. What will Rukmini Devi do? Bhagwatam beautifully describes in the 59th chapter. Shrutva gunam bhavana sundar shrivataam te nirvisya karna vividir harto negatakam rupam drisham drishimatam akilarta labham tvaya chato vaditi chittam aptapam me Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Rukmini Devi, she writes a love letter to Bhagwan Krishna. She calls upon him, O Bhuvana Sundara, O most beautiful in the entire universe, the one who adds beauty to the universe. He brings beauty within our lives. Rukmini Devi, she pleads with him, come and save me. I do not want to marry Shishupal. I want you and you alone. You complete me, Krishna. She will also complete him. And from this we learn, never let anyone pressure you into doing something that you do not want to do. If Rukmini Devi, if she stayed silent, she would have been unhappy for the rest of her life, stuck with someone she doesn't love. Do not remain silent. Speak up for yourself. And if you see someone else is struggling to speak up, try to be their voice. Give them that encouragement. Rukmini Mata, she was not going to succumb to the pressure of her brother. She stood up for herself. And she calls out to that Lord of Dwarika. She calls out to him, Tum kaha chupe Bhagwan karo mad deri Dukha haru Dwarika nath sharan mai teri Dukha haru Bhagwan Krishna, he received this letter from Mother Rukmini and immediately he leaves Dwarika to rescue her. And Mother Rukmini, she goes to the temple of Mother Parvati to worship her. Namaste Twambika Bhikshnam Swatantanayutam Shivam Bhuyat Patir Me Bhagavan Krishna Tat Anumodatan. She tells Mother Parvati, O Ma, O wife of Bhagavan Shiva, I only have one request from you. May Bhagavan Krishna be my husband. May Bhagavan Krishna and I be united. Please grant me this. आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे मैया, आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे मैया, करती है तेरी जय जयकार, हो करती है तेरी जय जयकार, ओ मेरी दुर्गे मैया, आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे मैया, आया है करती है तेरी जय जयकार, हो करती है तेरी जय जयकार, मेरी दुर्गे मैया, आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे मैया, आया है तेरे दरबार जगदम्बे मैया। दिल कर बोलो जय माता दी, दर्शन दे दो शेरा वाली, मिल कर बोलो जय माता दी, दर्शन दे दो शेरा वाली, कष्टों को हरने वाले, सबको सुख देने वाले, कष्टों को हरने वाले, सबको सुख देने वाले, करते मेरा पार माँ, करते मेरा पार माँ, आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे मैया, आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे मैया, करती है तेरी जय जयकार, ओ करती है तेरी जय जयकार, मेरी दुर्गे मैया, आया है तेरे दरबार है जगदम्बे 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 मैया। Mother Rukmini, she goes into the mandir and she begins to worship the Divine Mother, having full faith in her heart that her wish to marry Sri Krishna, her longing to unite with Sri Krishna will come true. And as Rukmini Devi, she is exiting the temple, and there he is, Bhagavan Bhuvana Sundara. Namaste Tvambikam Bhiksham Swasantana Yutam Shivam Bhuya Patirme Bhagavan Krishna Tan Anumodatam Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Ratham Samarobhya Suparna Lakshanam Rajanya Chakra Paribhuya Madhavam Tato Yayo Rama Purogamashane Shrigala Madhyadeva Bhagaridhare Ratham Samarobhya Suparna Lakshanam Rajanya Chakram Paribhuya Madhava. Bhagavan Krishna, he picks up Mother Rukmini and he places her in the chariot, and very quickly, in a blink of an eye, they return. They're speeding off to Dwarika, and everyone else is left stunned. They don't even have time to process what had just happened. All the kings, all the princes who had came there with the hopes of marrying Mother Rukmini, they feel like they have been cheated. Bhagwan Krishna, he came so quickly and he took Mother Rukmini away, and they go back to Dwarika, where beautiful celebrations are being prepared. All the residents of Dwarika, they have decorated so beautifully. They have flowers lining the path for them to walk, and Mother Rukmini and Bhagwan Krishna, the Vivah ceremony, it would be performed to the delight of everyone. And Mother Rukmini, she shows us, do not be afraid to speak up. Do not be afraid to stand up for yourself. She did what she needed to unite with Sri Krishna. And we must also do what we need to do in our own life to accomplish our goals, to accomplish our dreams, and to unite with Sri Krishna as well. Nadiya kinare mora gaon, o mora gaon, kanha aa jaiyo. Sajnal peepal ki chhaw, peepal ki chhaw, murli bajaye o. Nadiya kinare mora gaon, o mora gaon, kanha aa jaiyo. Sajnal peepal ki chhaw, peepal ki chhaw, murli bajaye o. कितने सुंदर गाँव हमारा, भोले भोले चरैया। कितने सुंदर गाँव हमारा, भोले भोले चरैया। धीरे धीरे खुशबू आवे, नाचे कृष्ण कन्हैया। ओ धीरे धीरे खुशबू आवे, तूने प्रेम कर दिया और तेरा हो जाए ओ कान्हा तूने प्रेम कर दिया और तेरा हो जाए राधा पुकारे तेरा नाम रुक्मिणी पुकारे तेरा नाम ओ हर शाम मुरली बजाए आज दीपक की छाँव दीपक की छाँव मुरली बजाए नदिया किनारे मोरा गाँव ओ मोरा गाँव कान्हा आ जाइयो काज की पल की छाँव पल की छाँव मुरली बजाए नदिया किनारे मोरा गाँव ओ मोरा गाँव कान्हा आ जाइयो काज की पल की छाँव पल की छाँव मुरली बजाए नदिया किनारे मोरा गाँव ओ मोरा गाँव कान्हा आ जाइयो Divine souls, and we have all come here on this final night, this last night of satsang. We are winding down to these last few moments of this yagna. And I want all of you to take full advantage of it and to sing to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. And I want us all to join in these few moments of Sankirtanam, of chanting to Shri Krishna. Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana Kesava Madhava Hari Narayana Kesava Madhava Hari Narayana Without the mic Kesava Madhava Hari Narayana Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana Krishna And I know almost all of you know the drill by now. We are all going to sing together and put our voices together to glorify Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna यत्र पाठो धनुर्धरा तत्र त्रिविजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवानीतिर्मतिर्मम. Never measure your life by your possession. Measure your life by the heart you have touched, by the smile you have created, and the love that you have shared. Before you leave this mandir tonight, say thank you to Shri Krishna. There is so much to say thank you for. Say that simple 2 words to Shri Krishna. Say, I love you to Shri Krishna. Actually, let's all say it right now. I love you, Shri Krishna. प्रेम से वो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की बोले श्री
Vyas Maharaj ki.
Your attitude and choices you make today will be your life tomorrow. Build it wisely. A great poet says, a man who doesn't understand the importance of 1 second will never understand the importance of 1 hour. Every second, my dear brothers and sisters, that we lose, that we allow to pass us, that we allow to slide by us, my dear brothers and sisters, every second that we allow to move away from us, we are becoming older and older. And every second that we have to pray, to worship, and to call upon God, my dear ones, make use of that. Make use of that second, make use of that minute, make use of that hour, because if we don't understand the importance of a second, we will never understand the importance of an hour. Very well done. I think our Vyas deserve a round of applause, please. Our Vyas, my dear ones, started his career. He took his Janeo at the age of 9. I'm just going to give you back, just for you to understand how young our Vyas is and how educated he is in our scripture. He took his Janeo at the age of 9 with Palichunilal in New York. At the age of 14, he read his first Yagna. At the age of 40, and our Vyas is now pursuing right. When he goes back, he will now start his university and he's going into the medical field. How brilliant he is, and he's going forward. He has a very far way to go. We can't doubt that. He has not a very far way, but he has a long journey to travel on. We wish you well on that journey. Continue on this path. Continue to walk on this path. Continue to lead us. We are all very fortunate, my dear ones, to be here with our Vyas. I do hope that you will join us tomorrow evening. Why am I saying tomorrow evening? I hope that you will join us tomorrow morning for our concluding session. The days has run away from us. 6 nights. We're completing our 6th night tonight. Tomorrow morning we will be here at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. for puja, 8 a.m. Puja starts at 8 a.m. Katha starts at 10 a.m. and we are concluding at 12. 12 to the exact, so I'm just saying so that our Vyas are panditable here because I want lunch very early. So we're concluding at 12 tomorrow, my dear ones. We're inviting all of you to come out once again and join us in our final session of Bhagwat Katha. My dear brothers and sisters, at this moment, we're going to stand for a final and concluding Arati. And after the Arati, my dear ones, we have a very vibrant youth group of this temple that calls themselves Servants of Dharma. We're going to ask among one of the devotees of that youth group to make the final contribution for us after our Arati. Let's all stand as we do our final and concluding Arati.
यानि कानि जपातानि जनवन्तानि घृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणाय प्रदे प्रदक्षिणाय आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरि हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की गगन तम हाथ राधिकारी राधिका चमक रही हारी लखन में धारे वनमाली कमल से अलग कस्तूरी तिलक चंद्र से झलक ललित छवि श्यामा प्यारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की श्री हरे कृष्ण मुरारी की Divine souls, as we bring this, the sixth night, the final night of the Bhagwat Yagna to its conclusion, let us all pool our voices together as we glorify the Lord, surrendering at His lotus feet, placing all of our trials and tribulations there, placing all of our hopes and dreams in Him, asking that may He bless us infinitely at all times. Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu cha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vedya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Asadu Ma Sadgamaya Tamsu Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kachit Dukhabhag Bhavet Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Yad Pujitam Maya Deva बार बार वर मांग हो हर्ष देव श्री रंग पर सरोचन पावनी भक्ति सदा सतसंग दिया भजु राम चंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु. We bow in reverence. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Umapati Mahadeva जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सिया परशुराम चंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु सब संतन की जय जय सीताराम जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे श्याम प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की प्रेम से श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की
On behalf of our Pitaji and his wife and their family, once again I would like to say thank you very much for all those who have left their homes and for being here with us. Thank you very much for those who came from near and far to join with us in this, our Bhagwat Yagna. My dear ones, at this time we're going to ask among the members of the Servant of Dharma Youth Organization to come forward and make their contribution. In the meanwhile, Arati, Panchamritam and Prasadam is going around. There's an invitation we would like to extend once again. Next week on the 11th, 12th and 13th of this month, we're the executive and members of Tulsi Mandir of Nambatu Village. We're inviting all of you to a 3 session of Bhagwat Katha. And in the evening, that's Thursday and Friday. On Thursday evening, Pandit Deodat Sri Ram will be reading. And on Friday, Pandit Dinesh Harilal from Skelton will be reading. And on the 13th, that's Saturday, we're concluding on Saturday, but the Saranjan Tiwari from Georgetown will be reading. Myself and Pandit Arun will be assisting at that Yagya. We're inviting all of you to come out and to join with us in once again, as we're giving a very beautiful opportunity to join in Bhagwat Katha. At the beginning of our Yagya, our Vyas would have mentioned that the words, just by listening to the words of Bhagavatam, it helps to uplift our soul, it helps to uplift our life spiritually, and it gives us some form of purity, my dear brothers and sisters. So we're inviting you to that Yagya next week, and at this time we're going to listen to one of the members of the Servant of Dharma Youth Organization. much, my dear ones. Thank you very much, members of the Servant of Dharma Youth Organization. And Kumar is going to take us out with the final bhajan. My dear ones, have a safe trip home and thank you for being here with us. We do look forward to see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Until we meet tomorrow morning, my dear brothers and sisters, I leave you with Prem Pranam and Jai Shri Krishna.